warning weather.
Well, it's been a busy afternoon and evening here in the First Warning Weather Center, but things finally quieting down here. We'll take a look right now at Viper radar. Here along I-35, notice we are pretty much rain-free besides a few little sprinkles, and that has been the story for us all evening long. But over in the hill country, it was a much different story. Severe weather warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings rather, were widespread throughout hill country communities earlier. Most of those storms now have exited off toward the south, but we do still have a few active thunderstorms there in Mason County, also toward Gillespie County. Now, I'll switch you over to Storm Profiler radar because I wanted to briefly highlight all of those hail reports. Look at those little hail symbols through Llano. We saw 1-inch hail in town in Llano. All the way southward toward Fredericksburg, we saw some reports of even 2-inch hail. That was right near Willow City off toward the northeast of Fredericksburg. So what is still out there right now? Well, we still do have some dangerous thunderstorms in terms of cloud-to-ground lightning, but no severe thunderstorms. We've zoomed in very close here on southern Mason County. That little storm here that's showing the reds and purples, those are very strong reflectivities as this storm heads off toward the south. I'm doing a little track adjustment here on the storm path analyzer, and it looks like this storm is mainly heading into rural communities, but Doss down there in northwestern Gillespie County, you could be in the firing line here for some heavy rain, some dangerous lightning, and indeed some hail. This is our special weather mode on our Storm Profiler radar, and you notice those purple colors as separated from the greens. I'll put this into motion here, and you can see that purple signifies a hail core. That means hail is indeed falling from the clouds there, as indicated by radar, and our radar is saying it could be, at least up in the clouds, as big as 1.5 inches or 2 inches. So again, that hail will be moving toward folks in Doss, in northwestern Gillespie County, and also through southern portions of Mason County. The good news is, though, if there is good news, this hail is largely moving over rural communities, not a highly populated area out there. But nevertheless, if this does include you, you may want to move your vehicle under cover if you are in that storm's path. Now, taking a look at temperatures, this was the main story before the storms fired, and it really helped those storms to fire as well. You can really tell where it's rained this afternoon. 69 in Burnett, 66 in Llano. We're still in the low to mid 70s here along and east of the interstate where we've remained dry. But Llano, before those storms fired, you were 24 degrees warmer at 90 degrees. All of that heat and humidity really provided a lot of fuel for those storms, and that's why they turned so severe so quickly earlier on this afternoon. Let's take a look at how this did develop. Satellite and radar from earlier today. This is 10 a.m. here. Watch this timeline as I advance it, and you'll see a little boundary right there, really exploding those thunderstorms early this afternoon. That was actually a little cold front. It doesn't have any cold air behind it. We're sort of past those months where we get actual cold air behind the fronts, but it did act as a little convergence zone. So when that air comes together on the front, it has nowhere to go but up, and that's what forced those very, very tall clouds and turned them into severe thunderstorms this afternoon. Now, what can we expect going forward through your evening? Well, we'll start you off here at 11 o'clock. Notice still some showers, maybe a strike of lightning or two in the hill country, but it does look like that severe weather has come to an end. I'll advance this timeline here through midnight and then through the early morning hours. Notice that storm clearing off very quickly toward the east. Here we are tomorrow afternoon, and boy, what a beautiful day. Nothing going on over our central Texas skies. That's because a little high pressure system will be quickly replacing that storm system. That means mostly sunny skies Tuesday and Wednesday, and very warm spring-like temperatures for the middle of your work week. So what about tonight? Low temperatures, pretty comfortable. Low 60s area wide, probably about 61 out there at ABIA. Tomorrow, very warm and spring-like, low to mid 80s in most areas. Here tonight in town, I don't think we'll get any storms. May see some out in the hill country lingering, but 63 degrees. We'll see some northerly breezes as that little cool front slides through the area. Tomorrow morning, we'll start off in the 60s with gray skies, just a low overcast, but then look at that. Tomorrow afternoon, 86 with nothing but sunshine here in town. Tuesday looking beautiful. Wednesday just as beautiful. A few clouds increasing in the afternoon. Slight rain chances do return to the picture on Thursday and Friday. I wouldn't count on that, though. Most of us going to remain dry. But look at that. Sunday and Monday, I've introduced a 30 to 40% chance of rain. Could be beneficial rain. We'll have to see how that storm system plays out. Don't forget, if you're waking up early with us, we get started at 4:30 every morning. Meteorologist Mark Monstrola will have the latest every 10 minutes with your weather and traffic together.